In the bustling town of Riverwood, where ambition soared high alongside the gleaming skyscrapers, lived a woman named Sarah. Sarah was a formidable manager at a large corporation, renowned for her efficiency and strong leadership. Her colleagues admired her for her ability to deliver results, but she had a reputation for being demanding, often pushing her employees to their limits, believing this was the only way to achieve success. One Monday morning, a new employee named James joined Sarah's team. James often arrived at work looking exhausted, unable to concentrate well, and sometimes leave the work early. Even though his tasks always be completed on time, but he often seemed to be on the phone talking to someone, and she even found he fell asleep a few times on his desk at the break time. Sarah feels annoyed and interpreting those actions as a lack of dedication. She was quick to reprimand him, which only added to James's stress and feelings of inadequacy. One particularly hectic day, Sarah decided to visit a local cafe to unwind. As she sat sipping her coffee, she overheard a conversation between two women discussing the challenges of single parenthood. Their words painted a vivid picture of sleepless nights, constant worry, and the struggle to balance work with personal responsibilities. Something about their conversation struck a chord with Sarah. Reflect on James' action, which she interpreted as lack of dedication before. It making her realize she had never asked about the reason behind it and never truly considered the personal lives and struggles of her employees. Determined to make amends, Sarah approached James the next day with a genuine desire to understand his situation. She invited him to her office and asked him to share his story. James hesitated at first, but then opened up, revealing the challenges he faced as a single parent. James revealed that he was a single father. In fact, he kept it private as he didn't want it to interfere with the work and colleagues, but somehow he really struggling to balance his work and family life. Despite his best efforts, he still arrived at work late and sometimes had to leave early to care for his young daughter at home. As he spoke, Sarah listened intently, her usual stern demeanor replaced with empathy as she can imagine how hard it would be. James continued his story that he used to be a successful entrepreneur. He started up the business and worked so hard until it became successful. At that time, even he was tired, he feels so happy with his family as they could live a comfortable life. However, his world turned upside down when his wife was diagnosed with a terminal illness. He had no choice but to sell his business to pay for her medical bills and so that he can be there for her and their daughter during the most difficult time of their lives. James recounted how he watched helplessly as the woman he loved deteriorated. The sleepless nights spent at her bedside, the countless hours comforting their daughter, and the overwhelming grief after her passing had left him emotionally and physically drained. In the wake of her death and unable to bear the memories he had with his wife, he moved to Riverwood to be closer to one of his close relatives, seeking their support while trying to rebuild his life and provide for his daughter. The job at Sarah's company was not a step up but a lifeline, a means to ensure his daughter had stability and security. This is where he determined to make the best of it and start a new life. Sarah, deeply moved by James's story, felt a wave of guilt for her previous insensitivity. She realized that her assumptions and judgments had added to the burden of an already struggling man. With a heavy heart, she extended a heartfelt apology to James, promising to be more understanding and supportive. Determined to make a change, Sarah implemented flexible working hours and created a more compassionate work environment. She encouraged open communication and made it clear that she valued her employees as individuals with unique struggles and stories. Under her empathetic leadership, the team began to thrive, motivated by the supportive atmosphere. As time passed, Sarah's relationship with her employees blossomed. They respected her for her willingness to understand their struggles and prioritize their well-being. James, with the support of his colleagues and Sarah, found a balance between work and family life. The office environment became one of mutual respect and collaboration, with employees feeling valued and motivated, which as a result the business grew to be more successful than before. Sarah herself felt a deep sense of fulfillment for the first time in her life. She finally realized that true leadership was not about pushing people to their limits, but about understanding their struggles and helping them achieve their best. She had learned the invaluable lesson of walking in others' shoes, a lesson that transformed her both as a manager and as a person. This story advises us that empathy is the foundation of true leadership. By understanding and supporting others, you create an environment where everyone can thrive. Taking your time to understand the experiences and challenges of those around us, we together can foster a more compassionate and productive world. Alright, that's all for now. If this story left you inspired, hit that like button and subscribe to stay tuned for more amazing content. We've got even more incredible stories and life-changing lessons coming your way. Don't miss out. See you in the next video.